Hey Soul Family, welcome to Eringy. I am Erin. We are going to be practicing some beautiful love for the lower back. Because, when we are constantly bending, when we're constantly sort of sitting down, when we're lifting really heavy things, can really put a lot of pressure on the spine, a lot of pressure on the lower back. And, naturally that area can get super tight. And emotionally speaking too, because muscles hold emotional memory. When we are feeling quite unsure about our security levels, like our financial security, how we're going to meet our basic needs, when we're feeling a little stressed and fearful around those sorts of things, that can naturally show up in the lower back as well. So it's time to tend to the back and give it some beautiful love. So there is absolutely nothing you need to do other than to have somewhere very comfortable to lie down on. So whether that's your mat, even your bed, your choice. So wherever it is, get yourself super comfy and we'll get started. All right, gorgeous. So come on down onto your back. Now, we are going to be staying on the back the whole time. So if you feel like the lower back area is quite sensitive, grab a blanket. Just add a little bit of cushioning is a very, very good thing. And tend to the lower back today, which is lovely. But you've also got to make sure you're comfortable too. Alrighty, so keep your knees nice and bent, pointing up towards the sky. Draw the shoulders away from the ears to sort of snuggle the shoulder blades down. Just let yourself arrive here, as we're going to be focusing on your lower back. And as I mentioned earlier, your muscles are the storehouse of your emotions. I have a fly near me. So, naturally, the lower back, because there are so many different muscles there and they're big muscles, they do tend to hold on to a lot, store a lot. And being that this is root chakra area, which is all about your financial, oh, hey Teddy, all about your financial safety, security, often what we're feeling when we're worried about money, worried about survival, worried about security, it can definitely show up in the lower back region. So if you would like to kind of close your eyes for a moment and maybe just consider and just invite your thoughts, your feelings around how safe, secure, supported you feel. Whether that shows up through the financial side of things or even just in general. And just notice how you're feeling in the lower back region. We're just going to be taking our time today and just sort of really getting into the different areas of your lower back. So for now, just be comfortable, be accepting of where you are in this present moment. Maybe just relax the lower back into the floor beneath you. Try not to hold on too deeply or too much. And throughout our practice today, you may like to use the Ujjayi breath. And this breath is where you breathe in through the nose, constrict the throat and breathe out nice and gently. It's a very relaxing breath to do. Okay, so blink your eyes open if they're not open already. And just take your left leg and just bring it over on the top of the right. And then from here, you're just going to be doing some nice gentle rocks from side to side, pressing through the palms of your hands just to kind of help with stability, keep you grounded. And just notice if your shoulders are really sticking to the ground, which is a good thing. Make sure that as you're swaying from side to side, that your shoulders aren't coming off the floor. And just gradually increase the length of each sway. You can start to come onto the edge of your right foot. And just sort of listen, find some movement here. And just focus on that breath, whether you're breathing just your normal route or rhythm, or whether you're adopting the Ujjayi breath. Remember, this is your practice. Wonderful. Come back to center and just take your left ankle this time on top of the right thigh and come back to that swaying motion again. Open up the left hip, press down through the palms. It can be quite a meditative practice, this one, as you use your breath. And just that gentle swaying can be quite relaxing, and it's just really nice to have that awareness of the lower back region, your iliac crest. Now, as you start to sway over to the right, keep going down, down, down. Let your left foot fall. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot and just sort of stay here and just find a nice twist here. You might like to look over your left shoulder, place your hands on your belly, and breathe. On your next inhale, come back up and just release your foot on your leg back. It makes it a bit challenging with Teddy just here. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, we'll just continue. Okay, so we're going to take it over to the right side now. So lift your right leg up and over. And just sort of gently sway from side to side. Again, you can keep your hands where they are, or you can pop the palms down onto the floor beneath you. Wherever you sort of feel like you can kind of find that stability and groundedness. And just adopt that gentle rocking motion side to side. And you might sort of be aware of certain parts of your lower back that are feeling quite tense, quite tight. And so it's always good to sort of direct your breath to those areas as you're swaying from side to side. And you might like to increase the sway a little bit more as you come to the edges of the left foot. Awesome. As you breathe in, take your right ankle on top of the left knee, and we're just going to continue with the swaying again. Open up through the right hip, swaying from side to side. And perhaps maybe as you're doing this, if you'd like, you could have a think about how you do feel when it comes to feeling safe, feeling secure. How do you feel about how your basic needs are being met? Do you feel fulfilled in that area? And just know that you are doing the best possible job that you can. And that your body is here to support you. On your next inhale, as you're coming over to the left, keep coming, keep coming, keep going. Allow your foot to drop down. Come to the outer edge of your left foot. Find a nice stretch here. I like to keep gazing up or over to your right shoulder. Just remember to breathe. If one side's feeling tighter than the other, that's fine. It's just kind of nice actually to find that awareness, isn't it? Just see if you can relax a little deeper here. On your next in-breath, bring your legs back up to center and then just release sort of down. So from here we can actually do a few variations of bridge pose. So make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. Knees are nice and bent still. Place your palms down beside you, palms down on the ground. Just feeling that support. You're going to engage your core. As you engage your core, lift your hips up to the sky. And then exhale, bring it nice and slowly with control down. So inhale, engage the core, engage the glutes, lift yourself up. Relax the shoulders and breathe out as you come down. I'm going to do this a few more times, just nice and slowly with intention. Just use your breath as a guide. It's meant to be quite a relaxing movement for you. It still does require a fair bit of muscle work. We're just going to be sending some love to the lower back right now. Try to relax the shoulders as well. They can kind of get a bit tight doing this, and really just ground it down through all four corners of your feet. So imagine kind of pushing your feet down onto the floor. I'm going to do two more. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. This time, I'll get you to lift your right knee up to your chest. Flex the right toes up. You're going to do your bridge pose once again with the knee, your right knee bent. Okay, so as you inhale, lift the hips. It's going to feel a little different. And exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower all the way down with intention. Inhale, engage the core. You've got this. Exhale to soften down. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's do that on the other side. Bend the left leg toward the chest. Flex the left toe up. As you inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, coming down again. Inhale. And exhale. Two more rounds. Inhale. And exhale. One last one. Inhale. And release down. Exhale. Bring your feet back into your standard bridge pose. I'm going to come into your tippy toe bridge pose now. So as you lift your hips, come onto the tippy toes. So you're probably going to find a little bit more space in the hip region as you do this. So it's the same sort of action, except you're coming on the tippy toes instead. Use your breath as you inhale, rise. Come onto the tippy toes. As you exhale, slowly draw the tailbone down, feet down. Inhale, press through the palms, lift up. And exhale, release all the way down. Let's do 2 more rounds of this. Inhale to rise, hips come up. Exhale to lower. Last one, you can do this. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Straighten the left leg. Take hold of the shin of your right and just draw the knee up towards your chest. Flex both feet up. And you'll probably feel this in the right hip crease here as you sort of stretch into this. Remember to breathe, relax the shoulders. And from here, we're going to come into a nice gentle twist. So take your left hand over, right arm comes out to a T, and just sort of gently guide your leg over and down. Might like to look over your left or right shoulder rather. Don't worry about where your leg lands. It's really more about the stretch that you can get. And remember to breathe. Inhale back up. And release the right leg down. I'm going to do that same thing on the left side. So bring your left leg up this time. Hug the shins. Bring the knees up to the chest. Give it a beautiful squeeze, a lot of love. Flex the toes up. Shoulders down away from the ears. Use your breath and remind your body that you are safe. You are being supported. You are secure. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Just let it go. On your next in-breath, we're going to go over to the right this time. Take hold of the left leg and just start to twist over to the right. Left arm can come out like a T. And you can look up. You can gaze over your left or your right shoulder. It's entirely up to you. And then breathe. On your next in-breath, just slowly come up. And then bring both shins, knees up towards the chest for wind release pose. You might just sort of like to sway from side to side again. We're adopting that same motion that we did at the beginning of the practice. And why not send some love, send some beautiful love, healing red light to the lower back right now, the pelvis, the hips, the muscles of the back. And then bring your feet back down. I'm going to do a windmill position here. So take your feet out as wide as the mat. Keep your legs bent. And then just sort of windshield it over to the left, over to the right, and keep your hands on the solar plexus area. You might like to sort of draw them up and over if that's more comfortable for you. Just releasing the back. Let's do a few more. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Place your palms on the thighs and just press them away from you. Keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. And release. As we come into our favorite Shavasana, straighten up the legs. Roll the shoulders down. My favorite pose. And when you've arrived here, you might like to just close your eyes and just take some nice deep inhales and exhales. And it's just really lovely just to remain in this position for as long as time can allow. It's helping you to settle, take stock of all the beautiful parts of this practice that you benefited by, and even just appreciation for the fact of you just showing up and doing this. So I'm sending you so much love, so much gratitude. Namaste.